Hey YouTube, I'm back again. This is part 2 of January's Blu-ray, DVD, even VHS this time, pickups videos. Like I mentioned in the last video, it's been quite a while since I've done a proper pickups video. I did do that Poundland one before, and the last video was an update, well not an update but more Poundland pickups. This one's going to be charity shop pickups. I do still have a nice great big pile, although there are quite a few doubles of UV codes that I've grabbed over the last few weeks in most of those Poundland Blu-rays. Not most of the Poundland Blu-rays, but most of these. I think all of these came in those Poundland Blu-rays, but not all of them had UV codes in them. So I've got a couple that I'm going to pass on in this video, and I think there's one amongst all of these that also has a UV code in, so we'll do that one here as well. And then this rest of these again will be over the next few videos. Some of these I've got doubles of because I've picked up doubles of them in the pound shops to trade them in, and obviously kept the UV codes. Anyway, we'll start off, as I've got quite a few of these Minions ones. There's a code there. It should be valid. It came in a brand new Blu-ray. I redeemed one of these a few weeks ago, not this code but another one from a Minions Blu-ray, and it redeemed no problem. So I doubt that it expired. It has expired since then. Yeah, so it'll be I'll do this one later on in this video, and then there'll be another one coming shortly. Anyway, to the pickups. So firstly, there's quite a few VHS tapes. Most of these came from Butterwick Hospice. So this first bunch were 25p each. So we've got the widescreen edition of Star Trek First Contact, which comes in the limited edition cardboard case, and this was 25p, as was this one, Destination Moonbase Alpha, Space 1999. I don't know if this was a legitimate movie or whether they just cut together a couple of episodes to make this. I'm not entirely sure. I do remember seeing some of this show when I was a kid, but I don't think I saw all of it, and it's been a long time since I've seen any episodes. This is something that I did see back in the day, in the, I think it was early to mid 90s. Got Tech War Volume 1, and Tech War Volume 2, Tech Lords, Volume 3, Tech Lab, and Volume 4, Tech Justice. I'm not sure if it was written by or directed by William Shatner. Had quite a bit to do with it. I think he was definitely a producer. I think he might have written it, but since I've got these, I've watched the first one, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to checking the rest of those out. And I think there's also a series. These were like 4 I guess TV movies when this was first released, and then they made a series afterwards. It might have only been one series after that. And these next 2 also came from the Butterwick Hospice, but a different Butterwick Hospice, and these were 10p each. So we've got Beyond the Law, with Cynthia Rothrock, and a film that I could have sworn that I'd seen many years ago, but it would seem that I hadn't. This is Electric Dreams. I remember this from way back in the 80s, obviously from the music video, the single that was out at the time, Together in Electric Dreams. And I've watched this feature since I bought it, and the only, I guess, clips from this I remember must have been clips from that music video. This whole story, I was kind of aware of what the story was about, but there was very little of the plot I really remember. So I'm pretty sure that I can't have seen this movie, or maybe I've just seen snippets of it on the telly, but certainly only pieces from that music video from back in the 80s. But I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun film. In fact, I've literally just yesterday bought the Blu-ray off eBay, which obviously hasn't arrived yet. So I'll be looking forward to checking that out once it arrives. It's a definite upgrade from the VHS, but it was 10 pence, so it was definitely worth it just to check the film out. Then these last two were actually freebies. I had a ride out to the coast, to Redcar, a couple of weeks ago, just to have a look around, because there's quite a lot of charity shops there, and there's also a free bookstore where you can just exchange books, or they have a box that you can just put a donation in if you want, and they do have a very small selection. I found out last time I was there, the only time I've been there before, a small selection of VHS tapes, and there was only a couple I got. So we've got Steel Dawn and The Story of Colditz. Yep, so that's it for VHS. Next, these all came from a charity shop called Shelter, and they were having a sale, 3 DVDs for £1. They're normally £1 each. So I got Death Race 2000, Green Grass Series 2. This is obviously the spin-off series from Only Fools and Horses, and it's really good, really funny. I remember enjoying that. And then the one and only Blu-ray that they had, The Life of Pi. I do already own this, but for 33 pence, it's a trade-in. It'll be going to CEX probably sometime this week, and I do believe that there is a UV code in here, which is very small, and hopefully we can focus in on that. There we go. So if you want to give that a try, I can't guarantee that this one is valid, because obviously it's second hand, but yeah, if you can read that and it works, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, they were 3 for £1 from Shelter. Okay, this next bunch, and there's quite a few, came from various, which was it? Salvation Army charity shops, and this first bunch were 4 for £1, so I grabbed Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, Bill Bailey Live Bewilderness. This I have no idea. I just literally picked it up for the cover. Fubar, Just Give Her. I'm thinking it's some kind of mockumentary, but we'll see. And Brad Pitt in Moneyball. I haven't seen this one. And these next four again came from another Salvation Army, 4 for £1. I got Multiplicity, National Security, Jam in Jerusalem, the first series, and a Broken Lizard movie that I'd never heard of, The Slamming Salmon. I think this is one of their more recent ones. Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to giving that a try. Then these, I think, are the most recent Salvation Army DVDs that I bought, and these were 10 for £1. They had piles and piles and boxes of DVDs that they must have been collecting for a while, and I guess at £1 a piece they weren't selling, so they dropped them to 10 for £1. So I got The Incredibles, and I really, even though I had so many, I actually did struggle to get 10, but I did eventually. And so I got The Incredibles, 5 Year Engagement, Nancy Drew, Guy X, absolutely hilarious movie, Kingpin, Devil Wears Prada, Postcards from the Edge, Rush Hour 2, Sicko, and Big Brother's Big DVD. And once again, did these come from the Sally Army or did they come from Age UK? I want to say I got these from Age UK. I think I did. Again, these were 4 for £1, and I had almost a full set of My Family DVDs. So I literally picked up every single one that I didn't have. The only one that they didn't have, I also don't have, so I'm now only missing one series to complete this. So My Family, Series 11, Series 10, Series 9 was the one that they didn't have, Series 8, Series 5, now I've got these in the wrong order, Series 3, and the Christmas specials. The other ones, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 4, 6 and 7 I already had, and then just to make up the numbers, I got Red Dwarf 8 and Batman Returns in a snapper case, because I do like picking these up when they're cheap. I don't think I had this anyway, this movie. I used to have the Blu-ray Steelbook, but it was one of the ones that I sold last year. But other than this one now, I don't think I had any other versions of that. So it's, yeah, nice to have that. Then a couple of Blu-rays. These came from different charity shops. The first one came from Scope for £1. Oh, excuse me. Remember Me. Don't know anything about this one, but it's a 2-disc set. And this one came from Teesside Hospice. Actually £2, but do really like this movie. Highlander Endgame, so I'm really chuffed to have grabbed that on the Blu-ray. It's the first time I've ever seen it anywhere on Blu-ray. Not that I've been looking out for it, but yeah, I didn't know that was out on Blu-ray. And then this one, I can't for the life of me remember what the name of the charity shop that this came from. It wasn't one of the big ones, it was an independent one that I don't go into very often because it's out the way. It's not a place I go to that often. And it was £1, and I don't generally pay £1 these days for a DVD in a charity shop unless it's something, you know, difficult to find or out of the ordinary. And this is Teeth, but it was just a little bit weird because the slip cover it kind of looks like it is an X-ray. The case inside is completely blank on the front, and then you've got, you know, the artwork on the back that you would see on the back of this. But it's, I just thought it was a really weird slip cover. And if we can get that back on, there you go. So that's what the back would look like. Yes, I thought that was just unusual. And then these were bargains from Sue Ryder's the Pink Panther 5 film collection. I already have these films. I don't have this particular box set. I have a different box set. But these were £1. And they'll be going to trade in at CX fairly soon. And also for £1 I got the Sons of Anarchy, the complete first 2 seasons. I haven't seen any of these, so yeah, it's a very cheap way for me to check this series out, and if I do really enjoy it, then I'll pick up the rest of them, I guess, at some point. Then getting close to the end now. These 4 once again came from Age UK, 4 for 99p. Iron Eagle 4. Sorry, I was just trying to read the cover there. It's very shiny and glary. Sinbad and the Clash of the is that the Furries? Then The Wire, the complete first season. People keep telling me that this is a show I really need to watch. Coming across it for basically 25p. What the heck? And I also got Series 4. I'm not sure how many there are of this show, but this one's an Australian release. But doesn't matter, I can still watch it. But obviously I'll need to get 2 and 3. And if there are any more after 4, those as well. And then finally, these last couple both came from the British Heart Foundation. And again, this was £1, it was 99p. And like I say, I don't generally pay 99p or £1 for a single DVD. But this was just intriguing. Can you see there yet? It's called Naked Weapon. And it was pretty good. It's very cheesy, but got Maggie Q in it. Really do like her work, and she's pretty nice to look at as well. So yeah, I had to give that a go. It was only 90p, and like I say, really enjoyed it. And then finally, also from British Heart Foundation, this was £1.99. Live Aid, the 4-disc set. I have been on the lookout for this for years, absolutely years, and I've never seen it out and about. I could easily order it off eBay or off Amazon, but yeah, I was sure at some point I would finally find it. This is actually something I thought I would more or less get at a car boot sale. I guess CX probably sell it. I mean, I'm sure they do. I don't know how much they charge for it, but I've never seen it in any of their stores. So yeah, I'm really chuffed I've got that. And for £2, it was a bargain. Alright, that's it. That's all my charity shop pickups for pretty much the month of January. And finally, the UV code. Again, if you want to give it a try. It shouldn't have been redeemed because it came out of a brand new sealed Blu-ray, but I don't know if it's expired or not. But there's the code if you want to give it a try. Once again, let me know in the comments if you tried it and it was valid. Excellent. The chances are, if you tried it and it was invalid, it'll either say it's expired or it's been redeemed. If it's been redeemed, then somebody else obviously beat you to it. Yeah, so that's it. That's, like I say, all the charity shop pickups for January. I don't think I'll be doing videos this way again, leaving it a whole month and then punching them together, because yeah, there's way too much stuff. Anyway, next video is probably going to be everything I've picked up at CX over the last few weeks. I've traded in a lot of Poundland Blu-rays and a few charity shops pickups that I've got. I traded in. It's obviously not shown in the videos because I traded them in before I've done this. So most of what I've got in CEX over the last few weeks, I've put very little or no money towards. Yeah, so that's going to be the next video. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.